Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to channel and to today's daily, which is November 14th, 2025. We've got puzzle page in front of us. So once this guy loads up, we'll get going. Let's get our daily rewards and let's see what they got on the main page. All right. Oh, we do have a missing letters. That's nice. Let's see if we can figure that one out. Postscript following consideration. Okay. Afterthought. There we go. Cool. We got one. Good. All right, let's jump into the rest of these guys. What do we got? Let's just start at the top left. It looks like we've got most of the normal ones to do, so let's get at it. Let's start with word search. Let's see if we do a little bit better today than we did yesterday on these puzzles. So yesterday was a bit rough. Diamond shapes and cuts. Let's look through them. It's actually kind of funny yesterday when I was apparently the Fitbit, the app that's on my watch, gives you a score that it thinks how well you're prepared to get through the day and to do all that kind of stuff. And it was like a 0 out of 100. Apparently yesterday my score was 25. So no reason, not hard to understand why I did so terribly. And I really didn't do very much the rest of the day either too well. So it's kind of interesting that was the first time I even saw it, knew that was there. And then I had kind of not so great day. But anyway, well, today's is a little bit better. It's up to 61. At least that means I got a little bit of sleep and was halfway available to start thinking properly here, but just thought it was a funny little coincidence there. But anyway, we got a cushion here. What else we got going on here? I thought I saw heart like 5 different times, but I don't. Here's the emerald. Marquee. There's the trillion. Where's that marquee? It's got to be close to these Q's here. Well, there's lots of Q's. Wow, there's usually not very many Q's in a puzzle. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, it's right here. Sitting in front of my face. So I need princess and heart. Shouldn't be too hard to find them. They should be kind of starting towards the edges. Well, not heart maybe, but princess would be. Where are you? Oh, right here. I saw that PR and I didn't see the eye next to it for some reason. And then heart right here. Perfect. Alrighty, let's get into crossword. It looks like that's the next one. Oh, we get some free tokens. I'll take those. Yep, crossword it is. Let's get into that guy. Alrighty. Commonplace or cliched. Not seeing it, so let's just keep moving along if you don't find something fairly quickly. Give full attention. Still not seeing anything. Let's keep moving. Let's try some downs. Downs, I said. Not for reuse, that's throwaway. That might help us on the acrosses here. Commonplace or cliched. Trive. I still don't see it. So let's move on. State of passive tolerance. Resignation. Seems like it will work. Receiving a salary. Waged. E. I pushed the E, please. Thank you. Good sense. Wisdom. Wit. Lake and famous U.S. National Park. That'll be Yellowstone. Again, I pushed the O. Let's go down on these guys then. Next. Vision or understanding. Insight. Then hopefully we get enough letters on these crosses that we can figure something out. Hemmed decoratively. Something GED. Or edged. Okay, that's got to be it. Let's try one more time on this one. Commonplace. See, I thought of like trive, but or trite. That's what it is. Okay, good. Let's go 4 down. Lathery. Foamy. Let's try back. This would give full attention. Focus. There we go. Just had to get the first letter started on it. Is, past tense, was. Meanness. How about nastiness? Okay. Mushrooms, etc. are fungi. Lovely or captivating. Winsome. Okay. Refrains from eating fasts. Spacious. How about roomy? Oozes, seeps. And then finally we have not quiet. Loud. Or no, that's quiet. Not quiet. Noisy is what it's gonna be. Good. Not too bad on that one. What's next? It looks like we're gonna have the challenger next. Let's do that one. Similar to the crossword, really. Boast noisily. Bristle or bristle. Oh, bristle. Would that work? Nope. Okay. Try something else. Heroes or idols. Could be icons, maybe. The first thing I see, I guess it is. Industrial oven. It's an autoclave, but that's not this one. Furnace, perhaps? That makes sense. Okay. Amass or gather. Stash. Yep. The supernatural. Occult. Let's do 1 down and 2 down, and those guys, see if we can get something going here. Bordering on. Edging. No. Okay, I was going to say, they didn't put 2 edge words in there, did they? Bordering on or by, or just beside. Habitual, usual. Advance stealthily towards. Advance stealthily towards. Don't know that one. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be blustery. Or bluster. No. If this. I could push the right letters. Bluster. Okay. Speak unclearly. Slur. Wheeled movie camo platform is a dolly. We come back to this guy again. Advance stealthily. Is this just edge? They did use edge twice, and okay, funny. Sour fruit would be a lemon. Liar is the instrument. Crash or collision. Smash seems like a good word. Let's try this big boy here. Saturated. How about waterlogged? Perfect. Angry or peeved? Nope, don't see anything there, so let's try the down. Inhabitant of the largest Caribbean island. It's a Cuban. Angry or peeved? Cross. There we go. Non-existent or lacking, absent. Do away with. Abolish. Longs for. Let's do this one first, though. Shell out money, spend. Now longs for. Pines. Pining for the fjords. Part of window structure would be a mullion. You're in my territory now. Fortitude or grit is guts. Course or path. Track. For everyone is each. Puffed and panted. I don't know. Was unwell, ailed. What are you? Pierce and hold. It's got to start with an S, right? Skewer? Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, just blue is puffed and panted. Okay. Popular hard cheese is cheddar. Good. Not bad. Just had to get some of those downs and crosses to kind of get the other ones going. There we go. Let's get into bridges. 3 in a corner tells us that. Same here. Hello. The 5 has to do this. This 5 has to go here. 2, 4, 6, 8. We can't do anything with that 6 just yet. This 5 does this. Can't do anything with that 5, but this 1 now has to go here, so we can do something with this 5. It has to do this. That 1 could do multiple things. The 2 here has to just go up and be done with. The 4 now has to just finalize. This 2 has to just do this, which means this 4 is done. This 3 has to do this. 4 could be, this 3 has to go over here. What else we got? 5, the 2 has to at least go over here once. Anything else that's, yeah, this 3 here must do this. This 3 has to just finalize. Now it's going to give us our 6, because we can finish those off. This thing is not doing what I ask it to do. Fine. The 1 now has to finish, so the 2 will finish, which means the 5 will finish. The 4 is done. Put those in. This 4 is not quite there. The 5 has to go up. None of these guys are necessarily good to go, I don't think. We might just have to come down from here somewhere. The 2, we can plop you in. This 3 has to finalize over here, which means the 4 has to finish into the 1, which gives us these guys now. Can all move through. We can follow this down the line. 4 has to come over. 3's got to go up. 2, 3. Yeah, the 4 has to come up one more time, which is going to tell us these guys have to finish. Just going to finish those off. Perfect. I think picture cross is next after a commercial. All right, picture cross. Let's get into it. 8, 9, 10, 11. We can do a lot of this 8 here. Let's see what it does to our verticals. Those guys must be in. This 2 has to go here, which means our 4 has to drop like this. 2, 3. This 2, we don't know what it does yet. Okay, what else we got now? 2, we can do a couple of the 3s, maybe the 4s, because this is the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can put some of that in. We've got a 9 here, so these have to go, which is going to give us the 6, 3, actually. The 3, we don't quite know what it does. Anything else we can say for certain here? Might just have to put some crosses in to be able to see what exactly it's telling me. Because there's a ton of stuff we can do with these 1s and 3. I think I'm going to do that. Because there's actually quite a bit in here we can remove out of options. We think about, you know, where does the 3 go? So it can't get back up there. It can't go down here. Where does this 3 go? Can't go any of those. Can't go down here. Those sorts of things. This 1 we know was done. This guy is just finished. You're done. And let's see. This 3 here we can do a little bit with there, which can force that guy. Now this 3 can't go up here. And the 4, we can say, okay, there, that's what we just had to look at that guy. All of these are out because of that 4, which is going to finish our 3 and our 3. Okay, there's that. So let's get rid of some of this other stuff. That tells us which way this 3 goes and finishes it. That tells us that's our 1, so all of these are done. And then we can just fill these in. 3, 3. Our 9 is now done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 2 are in. That's our 4 right there, which means all of these are done. The 8 has to finish up here. That 4, gap 1. Let's just keep going with them. 3, 4, 3, 4, two, one of those. Still don't know which. Yeah, we do. This one here is done. And then we have to put a 1 here. It's going to tell us that 2 is good to go. Okay. We know there's a 2. We know those. We know those. We do anything more with this 5, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, gap, 1, 2. They would put 1 digit right there. Let's see. No, we can still have this 6 go up all the way up here. I guess what we can say though is that it can only go to here, so these are both out, which finishes our 2s, which is going to give us this 4. That's good, yeah. Yeah, this is a very cross-heavy one here. So one of those will finish off the 2. That does tell us then this 6 has to connect into you, so you have to do those. Okay. 2, 1. Actually, that won't. I was going to say the 2 and the 1 could both go down here, but they can't anymore because of that. So those guys are in. Now this guy has to finish. I'll just keep going along the lines. You have to be the 1, which is going to force the 4. Finish you. One of those, one of those. This 3 and 5, I don't think I can do too much with now. The 2, though, does have to go over here. So that finishes all that up, gives us these 2 5s, which gives us this 3, which gives us the 1. This looks like bottles or beauty products or toiletries. Yep, there we go. All right, I'm going to watch the wordy, we'll be right back. Alrighty, let's get into it. See if we get anything good today. Well, they're always fun, but I don't think we're going to find another vowel, so I'm kind of iffy on if we do it. Let's do glyph, because we have all of those left over. It could give us a bunch of options. They're not the greatest options, but there's options here. Hey, there we go. We get an L. That works. Could it be something like A-L-E something? E-D, like bailed would work. Oh, we got the A and the E in the right place. A-E. I was going to say this could be ladle or label, but we've already used B and D. Trying to see if there's that sneaky double L in here. I don't think so. So it's either going to be something starts with an L or ends with an L. Later, no. Let's think about what this could be. Could it be a T-E-L? I was going to say gavel, but we already used the G. Not seeing anything. Let's just put this in and see if we can find anything else here. I'm not thinking of anything. No, that's not going to work. Huh. Let's just find a word that can work. That's not going to be another vowel in there. There's no way that'll work. At least not that I can tell. Tassel. Tassel has 2 S's. I just don't see anything that I can put together as a word with this type of grouping of letters, but I'm probably just missing something really easy. Does latte? Latte has 2 T's and 1 E, right? Or is it a T and 2 E's? No, it can't be 2 E's because the E doesn't go there. I think it's 2 T's and an E. Yeah, it is. Why can't I think of any word at all that works in these positions? Like laws is not a word. Leaves, laxes, lazes. That's a word. Okay, we do have an S here. And the L we now know goes at the end. So there's something at least. Or yeah, the L goes at the end. What the heck is this word? Is it something I don't know, or is it just something that I'm not seeing? I can't think of anything that worked with the S in the first position. Tassel has 2 S's. Vassal has 2 S's, I think, too. What the heck what works in this? I've seen nothing. Sickle, soul. Probably just pronouncing a word wrong in my head, so it's not registering. I'm at a loss here. So I don't know how I guess I should have done this before. It's not going to tell us anything, I don't think, but yeah, I just had to rule things out. What the heck are these words? Let's just try to find some letter in here we can work with. No. We can do flaws. No. I'm just trying to find anything, and it's not coming out. Is it some off? I'm going to be annoyed at myself probably when this one is done. T or M are the most likely, right? But there's nothing in those I can even think of that works. No, because it has to be an S. That's not a word. Sagil, sequel, Savile. No. Yeah, I've got absolutely nothing on this one. I don't know why I can't pull this out. It has to be in this. It's either starting with the S or it has an S in the middle. There's no S-A-S-E-L. Sackle, Satel, Sagil, Sakel, Saxel, Samuel. There's nothing. It's going to be some weird thing that I just don't know. Maybe. No, there's nothing even there. Okay, I have no clue. So I'm just going to put these in and see if any of it works. And if it doesn't, then I just need to completely rethink. Yeah, none of this works. I put every single letter in every position, so it has to be another vowel or another repeat letter. How is that possible? Easel. Good gracious, it was a double E. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't even think to start it with another vowel. Oh well. What do we got? Last one here is Futoshiki. Let's just jump into it and see if we can get this one done for. It's a decent sized one, so we might have to do a little bit of work. Let's start with our 1s and our 6s. Don't think we can tell where the 6 goes or the 1 goes there. Same with here. This is a 6. Yes. No. Can't tell on any of those. Can't tell any of those. Can't tell any of those. Let's go up and down, maybe. Yeah, we have to put a 6 here. Try not to sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, because none of these are all lesser thans. Not there. Not there. One of those two will be the 6. I've been looking at the 1s and the 6s at the same time. I haven't seen anything on the 1s that looks like it could work. One of those two. Boom, 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 boom. No, yes. No, yes, yes. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Yes, no, no, yes, yes. All sorts of yeses on the 1s. A bunch of those there could be 1s. A couple of those could be. Those 3 all could be. Bunch of these could be. And bunch of those could be. Yeah, I don't see anything there. Maybe we have to think about the next in line from the 6. And the 5s would work fine in here. 5 could work there. Or there. Or there. Or there. No. 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 Yes. So that's not enough there. Yes. No, nope, none of those guys work either. Okay, let's go through these guys and see what the options really are. 3, 2, it goes all the way down to a 3 here. This is again 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 3, 2, because we might just have a bunch of trips or something like that we can run through. Because it looks like there's a lot of 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1 combos working through here. Actually, I think this one's even more reduced. Maybe this has got to be the one that's reduced, because the minimum you can ever be is a 3, right? Because both of these have to be lower. That puts 4. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. That's going to then start these guys off in the right foot. Okay, there it was. Again, just putting them in sometimes is all it takes to really get things moving. So this has to be the 3. These have to be a 1-2 pair. These are a 4-5 pair. Either one could still... Oh, I know this can't be the 5. This is the 4. There we go. Which means this has to be the 5, which means this has to be our 6. There we go. Now we're back on track. This has to be a 6. We should have 2 left. One of those 2 and one of those 2 is not going to help us. What are you 2? You're also a 1-2 pair, so that helps us down here at least, but we don't have enough information there yet. What about you? You are... Actually, you. Can you only be the 3, actually, by what we've put here? Can't be 1. No, this could still be a... No, it can't be a 2, because it's 2's right there. Yeah, this is a 3. Okay. 4, 1. That's going to set off all these guys here, so we'll put those in. Good. This is a given 1. These are going to be 5 and 6. That's not going to help. Let's go back to you, because you were the one I started looking at first. It's either a 3 or a 4. Can't be a 3, because this can't be 1 or 2. That's 4. 3, 2, 1. You're a 2. This guy's the 3. You're a 4 or 5, so you have to be the 4 and the 5. We need a 1 and... Oh, I've broken this thing. Because I've got a 1-2 pair down here. We can't put 1 or 2 here. Shoot. What did I do wrong? Well, we're going to have to restart this thing. Can I do that quickly? Restart. Yes. Let's try again, because that didn't work. What the heck did I do there? I thought I had it perfectly set. No 6, no 6, no 6, no 6, no 6. So this one was the given 6. That's right. Just making sure I didn't screw it up from the very beginning. Then don't quite know what those were. No, 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 no. Yeah, this one here had to be the 6 as well. Because that's a less than, that's a less than, that's a less than, that's a less than, and that's a less than. These would 5, 4. This was a min 3, so this is a min 4. This is 5. I must have had a typo, or I just threw myself off for some reason. Let's go through these again, though. These will be 4s and 5s. This cannot be a 5. It is the 4 and the 5, which means this has to be the 5, which means this has to be the 6. Okay. Now, you still... Oh no, that could still be the 6. Can we do more with our 6s again? Let's go back through those. You can't be, so it's one of you two. These are 1s, 2s, and 3s. I think 1s, 2s, and 3s works in all of those positions. Yeah, let's go back and put these in again. This could be 6, 4, and 3. This could be 3 and 2. This could be 2 and 1. That gives us a 1-2 pair there, then maybe that's what we need to see. No, that can't work either. Well, yeah, it can, because this is the 4. Again, this would be the 3. The 4 says this has to be lower, so it's 1, 2, or 3. You're 1 or 2. You're 2 or 4. You're 4 or 5. What are you? You are 3. Yeah, so that was correct still. So I'm still wondering where the heck I went wrong. Still need a 1, 2 here. I'm somewhat nervous about my pencil marks at this stage now. But yeah, this would have to be a 1. This would have to be a 2 and a 1. This has to be 3. This has to be 2. This has to be 1. Just trying to go through nice and steady here. This has to be a 1. This still has to be a 2. I must have messed something up here because of that 1, 2. Yeah, because these are a 1, 2 pair. If you think about it, we have 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here. So this one is the 2. This one is the 1. Maybe if we go from that different side, it'll work better for us. So we need 3s and 4s. This will be the 4. This will be the 3. This has to be 4. This has to be 5. This has to be 6. This will be the 3. This is 5 and 4. This is 6 and 5. This is 2 and 6. Huh, well, there we go. Oh well. I'm still only to 61 at readiness score, so. Oh boy. Always a little mistake somewhere. Not always. I think the moral of the story is I need to get better rest. Maybe some exercise, those sorts of things. Get my body and mind working together for once. Anyway, that was Puzzle Page for November 14th. I hope you all enjoyed that one. We got through most of it without too much problem. Just little, must have been one minor little thing there I just didn't put in properly. But other than that, went pretty well. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. And we should be seeing you tomorrow morning. Hope you, well, for me tomorrow morning. Might be late for you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.